summer of 1483, two boys were the most important children on earth. One was 12-year-old Edward V, the newly crowned King of England. The other was his 9-year-old brother, Richard. But their reign lasted exactly 78 days. Their uncle, Richard III, claimed the boys were illegitimate and locked them in the Tower of London for their own protection. For a few weeks they were seen playing in the Tower gardens. They looked happy. They looked safe. Then the windows went dark. The boys were never seen alive again. No funeral was held. No bodies were found. Two heirs to a throne simply vanished into the stone walls of history. I am the case profiler. Today we are opening the file on the royal murder that changed the world. Every crime has a motive, and in 1483 the motive was the crown. Our first suspect is their uncle, Richard III. With the boys out of the way, he was no longer just a protector, he was the king. Contemporary accounts describe Richard as a man obsessed with power, but did he actually kill his own nephews? History tells us that shortly after they disappeared, rumors began to swirl in the streets of London. People whispered that the boys had been smothered with pillows while they slept. Richard never denied the rumors. He never showed the boys to the public to prove they were alive. He let the silence speak for him. But there is a second profile to consider. Henry Tudor. Henry was Richard's rival. He eventually defeated Richard in battle and became King Henry VII. But here's the problem. If the princes were still alive, Henry's claim to the throne was weak. Did Henry find the boys alive in the Tower after he took over? And did he realize that for him to stay king, the true heirs had to disappear forever? Some historians believe the evil uncle story was just Tudor propaganda to cover up a much darker truth. For 200 years, the fate of the princes was just a ghost story. Until 1674, workmen at the Tower of London were demolishing a wooden staircase. 10 feet deep into the foundations, they found a wooden chest. Inside were the skeletons of 2 children. Forensic analysis performed years later confirmed the ages matched the princes perfectly. They had been buried in secret under the very stairs people walked on for centuries. The king who found them was so convinced they were the princes that he had them moved to Westminster Abbey to rest with the other royals. We may never know which king pulled the trigger or who held the pillow, but the skeletons tell the story of a betrayal that defined an era. 2 boys went into the Tower as royalty. They came out as a cold case. I'm the case profiler. If you want to see the red threads of history's darkest mysteries connected, hit the subscribe button. The next file opens next Friday.